You are live. So I am live. I'm live. All right. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the Goal Setting Masterclass for Premium Achievers. The masterclass is set to take off by 4 p.m. WAT, and I'll just wait for a couple more people to join, and then we would just get started. All right. So all right, so welcome back to the Goal Setting Masterclass for Premium Achievers. This session would it's supposed to be an hour, 30 minutes. I'll try as much as possible to make use of the available time and make sure that I'm not exceeding that time slot. So you can get um, the entire value that you need to get, basically everything that we need to share in this session, and then you'll be on to planning your goals and preparing to achieve those goals in the next 100 days. So prepare your questions. If you have questions, any question that you may have, prepare them. Towards the end of the session, we're going to be taking those questions, and you would be able to ask all of those questions. So, as you're in the session, if you're not even in the live session, you can also drop your comments in the video, right? You can also drop your comments as questions, and I would attend to them when I get to see them. All right. So let's get started. first of all, what is this session all about? What is the session? Who's the session for? So basically, this session is for participants who have subscribed to the premium light package plus. So when I say plus, it means participants who have subscribed to the premium light package and above people who have subscribed to premium light, premium Facebook, premium LinkedIn, and then super VIP. This session is dedicated to those participants, right? One of the things that we promised in the session is you are going to get this group coaching session. So the entire purpose of this session is to prepare you, right? To prepare you, equip you with the necessary tools and resources to ensure that the next 100 days in the challenge, you are able to maximize it to smash all of your goals, right? So basically, let me start by introducing myself. My name is Juliet O. Peters, and I am the convener of the 100 Days Challenge. This happens to be the sixth edition that we're going to be running. The challenge kickstarts on the 16th of January. So if peradventure someone sends you this link and you want to join the challenge, you still have the time to register. I'm going to share more details about the challenge as we go on. But then, like I was saying, I'm the convener of the challenge, and so far we've recorded over 300 plus participants who have passed through this challenge. That is approximately or exactly 384 people have taken this 100 days challenge, and they've been able to use it to achieve their goals in 100 days. So the purpose of this video, like I said, the purpose of this session is to make sure that everything that you all the goals that you want to achieve, you're able to utilize this period to achieve them, right? So I'll just get started right about now, and talking about preparation, right? So I've written down my notes, all of the things that I want to talk about, because I want to make sure that I keep to time, right? So the first thing I want to talk about today is preparation. Now you've registered for the 100 days challenge. What next, right? What next? The next step is to prepare. The next step is to prepare for the 100 days challenge. Now, what are the things that you need to put in place to make sure that you're well prepared to smash your goals during the challenge? You're well prepared to set those goals, to achieve all of those goals that you set. Number one, you need to make sure that you outline all the things that you need to do. And then, very importantly, you need to ensure that you are actually able to do those things. It is one thing to set goals. A lot of people who have registered for different packages in the 100 days challenge, they've reached out to me and they're like, oh, can I do everything? Because when you register for the 100 days challenge, you get a list of 100 different things that you could do. You get an ebook with that list, and some people want to actually do everything, and I'm like, is it even possible? Some people ask me, okay, can I do like something out of every category? Because we have different categories, I think up to about 8 or 10 of them, like finances, categories like finances, spirituality, career, education, business, finances, and so on, relationship as well. And some people want to, just do everything. Now, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but one thing that is very important is that you do not overwhelm yourself. I can't stress that enough. I've had sessions with some super VIP, one-on-one session with some super VIP participants. And one of the things that I emphasize is the need to not overwhelm yourself. We've had this session 5 times. This is the sixth edition, like I've said before. And in this 5 times that we've had the session, we have seen things. We've seen things because we've seen people who were at the start of the challenge, they have like 20 things they want to achieve, like 20 goals. I get it, it's fine. You have a system in place to do all that. We have this accountability system to help you. However, before the challenge even gets to the 50th day, a lot of people are nowhere to be found anymore. They're not able to work on those things. And that's because they are from the beginning, they did not prepare themselves up for success. So it's very important that when it comes to preparation, you're preparing yourself for success, not for fatigue, not for overwhelm, and not for failure. You're preparing yourself up for success. And one way to do that is to make sure that you're setting goals that you're able to hit. You're setting goals that you're able to achieve. All right. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the three-step goal setting framework. The three-step goal setting framework. So, I came up with a three-step goal setting framework when it comes to preparation. And I talked about preparation. Now, what is that three-step goal setting framework? Number one is to define your goals. Now, one thing you need to do, we have this entire 1 year, right? And this year, we are just working together on your goals for the next 100 days. Now, you need to decide on those things that you want to focus on for, first of all, the entire year, and then the next 100 days, which is the challenge period. Now, the fact that you want to do 10 things this year, you want to achieve 10 things, doesn't mean that you have to work. It doesn't mean that you have to work on the entire 10 things this 100 days challenge. This year, we're going to have this challenge 3 times. We have someone who have registered for the entire 100 days challenge for this year. That's, they registered for this 100 days challenge starting next week. They registered for the next edition, that is 7.0. This one starting in 6.0. They've registered for 7.0, and they've also registered for 8.0. We also have someone who have registered for this edition 6.0 and 7.0. Now, what they've decided to do is that they're deciding to spread their goals across the entire year. So you don't necessarily have to, because you want to hit, you have 10 things you want to achieve this year. You don't necessarily have to achieve all of that this year. You can decide that this 100 days, this first 100 days, I want to focus on this particular thing. And then the next 100 days, you focus on the next another thing, and so on like that. So, very importantly, define your goals. And then the next step to the goal setting framework is to create a daily routine around it. One of the things that I like to do is to create daily routines around my goals. That's why I'm stressed. I always talk about not overwhelming yourself with so many things. I create daily routines about around my goals. So, for instance, in December last year, I started something new, and I decided to create a routine around it. Now, for this year, there are a lot of things that I want to do, but I have not even started working on them because I'm still working on some goals that I started in December. My year did not even start this year in January. My year started from last year, and those particular things I started working on them in December, and I created a daily routine around those goals, such that every day when I wake up, I know that I do this one first, I do the next thing, and then I do everything up to the 5 things on my list. I do those things, and then I know that okay, I've achieved something for this day. Now, because of the daily routine that I've created around those goals, it's very easy for me to set goals and actually hit them. Now, when the next 100 days challenge starts, I can decide that okay, these are the things that I want to work on, and I'm able to also create a daily routine around those goals. So the purpose of creating a daily routine around your goals is so that that goal will become a habit. Even if the challenge ends, you're able to stick with that goal. You're able to continue working on those goals right after the challenge ends. And then the third part is to identify and overcome roadblocks. Now you need to ask yourself, okay, these are the things that I want to do. What are those things that would limit me, that will stop me from achieving this particular goal? So you want to save 1 million this year. What are the things that that would limit you from achieving that goal? Maybe it's because you spend too much. You see things, you go out, immediately you go out and you see something flashy, you see something nice, you just want to buy it. So you need to ask yourself, what are those things? Is it limiting beliefs? Because sometimes we may have some limiting beliefs, some thoughts about ourselves, about those goals that, oh my, I may not be able to achieve this and all that. Is it procrastination? You need to be true to yourself. This is you doing a self appraisal of yourself, self appraisal, and then identifying the things that will actually hinder you from achieving those goals. Then is it self doubt? Because sometimes we set goals, but we don't even think that we could achieve those goals. I set a goal for myself in December, and this year it was when it was as if I was, close to achieving the goal. No, not close to achieving the goal. It was feeling like It's like I'm not able to achieve that goal because of it was not, looking so feasible. I almost started doubting myself, and I was like, wait, why am I doubting myself? Didn't I set this goal? I'm supposed to actually have the faith and believe that I can achieve this goal. So you need to clear all self doubt. I had to, basically start confessing faith, declaring, so that I don't get carried away with, doubting myself, and then getting negative thoughts about it. And before you know, I'm not able to put in the work towards getting that goal realized. So if you have any self doubt, you need to get rid of it. You need to destroy it completely from its roots, so that it will not derail you from achieving your goal. And then the final thing, one final limitation or roadblock that you may need to overcome is distractions. What are the distractions that will stop you from achieving that goal? Maybe you want to lose weight, and you know that you have a roommate that is not even pro losing weight, or what do they call it? Those things that deep down would stop you from achieving that goal. You need to get rid of it. All right. And then one thing that I actually want to talk about before we go to the next point is gratitude. There's one thing that I actually started doing in December again, is embracing gratitude. Every day, every single day, I look for something that I'm grateful for, and I write it down in my list. Now, what this helps me do is that it helps me reflect on the positive things in my life. It helps me reflect on those things, and it helps me um bring that positivity into my day. So when I start my day and I'm about to start my daily routine, I start with that gratitude. Oh, I am grateful for this that happened yesterday. And then it gives me that boost, that confidence to work on my goals, for that day, to work on my routine for that day. So that's one thing I just wanted to chip in, embracing gratitude, the power of gratitude, right? Now, I want to talk about the role of accountability, right? So in this 100 days challenge, we have accountability systems in place. And one of the accountability system in place is that every single day, well, when you've decided on the thing or the things that you want to do, you're going to be added to a group, and every single day you're expected to do that thing and submit to the group. Now, that the 100 days is divided into 10 streaks of 10 days each. So we have streak one. Streak one consists of 10 days, and in that 10-day period, you're expected to show up every single day. Now we understand that different things could happen along the way. We've had several excuses from people, and we understand it's life, it's normal, right? So that's why we give grace of 3-day period. So you're expected to show up at least 7 days out of 10 days. That doesn't mean that if you have the strength and the power to show up the entire 10 days, you should decide that, oh, because I have a 3-day grace, I'm not showing up. No, you should show up, right? So you're expected to show up 7 days out of 10 days. And if you do not show up, if you do not show up at least 7 times, 7 days in a 10-day period, you could get evicted from the group. Now, as a premium VIP, sorry, as a premium participant, premium plus participant, because if you're here, it means that you're a premium plus participant. You As a premium plus participant, one other added accountability system for you is that you would get a check-in from our accountability body. Someone will reach out to you that, oh, you didn't submit your tax yesterday, why didn't you submit, blah blah blah, and ask you all of those questions to find out. So it's more like someone is being someone is on your neck, expecting that you show up because you said you were going to show up, right? So someone is, there and pushing you, making sure that you actually do show up. Right. So that's one added accountability system for you as a premium plus participant. Then also very importantly, you would get a tag on the group. One of the things that people have said is that, oh, every day if people that do not show up, your name is going to show up on that list. That so person, you did not show up for yesterday. Now a lot of people have reached out and said, because they are scared, they don't want they don't want their name to show up as someone who did not show up the previous day. They would sit up because they don't want to see their name. They get to sit up. So that's an accountability system, and that's one of the systems in place that ensures that you show up for your goals, right? So the next thing I want to talk about is breaking down your goals, and I've already partially said it, right? So the 100 days challenge, we have 3 months. It's going to be 3 months and then 10 days. Now, what one thing you can do is to break down your goals. Break down your goals. Those goals that these goals are really hefty. Break those goals down into three parts and decide that, okay, for the first 3 months, if it's something that you can't do consistently every single day, because there are some things that you can easily do every day, it's easy. But then there are other things that you would not be able to do those things consecutively every day, especially pairing them with other big tasks that you need to do. So maybe, for instance, creating a video. For instance, someone's goal in this 100 days challenge now is going live on Facebook, going live every day. Now, going live is going to take a lot of creativity, because you're going to have to decide on the topic, what you want to talk about, and all that. And then if you want to pair that with another, maybe writing articles on LinkedIn or something like that, something that is also going to be mentally taxing, right? It's maybe too difficult going to having to do that every single day, right, for an entire 100 days. So what you can do is to break down those goals into monthly goals, so 30 days each, and then the remaining 10 days you can add that to the last 30 days. Or you decide that this 100 days challenge, I want to focus on this thing. Then, like I said, we're going to have 300 days challenge this year. So we have two more after this one. And then you say, okay, the next 100 days challenge, I'm going to focus on this one. And then the third 100 days challenge, which is going to be the final one for the year, close to the ending of the year, I'm going to focus on this particular goal and work towards it. Now, breaking down your goals like that would help you achieve those goals, would help you stay laser focused on a particular thing, and help you smash those goals, help you achieve those goals. Right now, the next thing I want to talk about is vision board. One of the things that I prioritized this year, I used to do it, but then I stopped along the way, is making vision board out of all my goals for this year. So that every time I get to see it, I am reminded of my goal. I'm reminded that, oh, there's work to be done, because it's not just about creating vision board. That's why you're in the 100 days challenge, so that you can work consistently towards those goals. Right. A long time ago, I created a vision board, and I saw that vision board achieved easily, and I didn't even know that I had achieved that goal until one day when I realized I was just at home, and I screamed that, oh, this particular thing that had been my screensaver, because what I do is create my vision board and make it my screensaver. Now, I eventually achieved it. So one thing I want to talk about and emphasize is creating vision board. Now, as you've defined your goals, which is what we've talked about earlier on, you also need to, after defining your goals, break those goals and then decide that, okay, create vision board, pictorial representation of all those things that you want to achieve. So if it's a goal on traveling, if it's a goal on career, if it's a goal on business, if it's a goal on relationship, create visual representations of those things and create a collage of it, and create a vision board. Sometimes I print them out. I print my vision board out normally, right? And then I paste it in places that I can see them. One place you can easily put it is your restroom, because you go there, you definitely visit the restroom, even if it's not you, at least once in a day. But of course, you visit there more than once in a day, especially if you work from home, right? And another place you can put it is put it as your screensaver, your phone screensaver. I have my vision board on my phone as a screensaver. I have my vision board on my laptop as a screensaver, my desktop screensaver, that I'm able to see everything. So when I turn on my laptop, the first thing I'm seeing is all the goals that I want to achieve. And I know that, oh, Juliet, there's work to be done. So I want you to create vision board of all of those goals that you've defined, right? Create a vision board of that goal. Right. Then basically I'm wrapping up this session. So if you have questions, you can start asking. Like I said, I do not want to take so much time. So that's basically why I'm going through everything. So if you have questions, you can start dropping them. And then if you're having to watch the replay, you can drop the questions in the comment section, and then I will get to take a look at it later on. All right, I was waiting to see questions. If there are no questions, I will just wrap up this session. All right, I'll just wrap up this session. It's a very short session, but I believe that you've been able to get value. You've gotten something. I may not have expanded on some of the things, but I believe that you've been able to take out something from this session. Right. So if you have questions later on, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp, and I would answer those questions, or basically just drop them here in the comment section, right? um Basically, this 100 days challenge that you've registered for, I want you to ensure that you're able to work on those goals, because it's one thing to, a lot of times when people join the 100 days challenge, at the beginning they have so much adrenaline, they're so excited about the goals that they are about to achieve, but before you know it, that excitement begins to wane because they've bombarded themselves with so many activities. So I want you to sit down after this session, go through your goals, sit down and plan very, very well, so that you're able to take out something from this 100 days challenge. You're able to say, okay, this 100 days challenge, even if it's not 100 things that I achieved, at least this particular thing, I achieved it during this 100 days challenge. That is one very important thing that I want you to take out from this session. So I'll be shutting down now. Like I said, if you have questions, you can drop them, right? If I have any other thing that to add, I'll add them as well in the comment section. Thank you so very much for your time. Thank you so very much for watching. I didn't even spend up to the entire time I said I was going to take, but I tried as much as possible to make sure that I shared everything in my notes in that time.